What's up, everybody? Maui13. I'm going to try to make a direct video. Uh, this is just kind of like a public video. Um, this is for running OpenAI's new open source GPT-OSS model. There is a smaller 20 billion parameter model that is designed essentially to run on um, consumer personal home computers. So I put together some instructions here to try to make this as simple as possible. Do let me know if there's anything confusing or if there's any issues with the steps. Um, so you don't really need anything except for the llama.cpp that will be explained in just a second. Let's start with step number one. So you need to download the actual model, and this actually simplifies things having the gguf version as a single file. So I'm actually going to put the links in the description to try to make this as easy as possible, or on X. You'll see the links down in the replies. So we have on Hugging Face, provided by Unsloth. There is the GPT-OSS. I think that this is F16. That is when we deal with quantization. If you need to use a lower quantization, there is a Q8 or a 4 available as well that you can try. So just try to run the largest model. F16, I think, is about 12 to 13 gigabytes in size, in file size. Okay, so you download that, and you need to then, after that's downloaded, let's take it by the steps here. Actually, step number 2 is to get the llama.cpp interface. So download the Windows compatible version. The exact file that you're going to want is actually specified here, and I'll go ahead and read it. Llama B6105, I think that's the latest version. The bin, Win for Windows, bin for the actual executable file, CUDA, because this guide is for NVIDIA graphics cards. There's other hardware that can run, but we're focusing on the most AI ready people using NVIDIA graphics cards, and 12.4 x64 means that this is a 64-bit app. And so we download that from llama.cpp's GitHub page. There's a link here, and I will go ahead and link that again in the description and in the comment replies of the video that's being posted on X. And then finally, we're getting to step number 3. Let's see if I can go ahead and adjust our instructions range here so we could see this ideally. All right, so I'll just bring this. That's fine. That's fine. So step number 3 is you're going to open the command prompt. You can do that by clicking on your start menu and typing in CMD or command prompt. You'll see it there pop up. You can click on it with your mouse. It's the black screen. A black terminal window will come up. And you do need to get to the folder where the llama.cpp files were. You do have to extract those files because it's a zip file, an archive. So you extract those as most normal downloads are done. So there's a little bit of steps that are kind of like in there, but I think that you're going to get this and you'll figure this out. And so we have a specific command here that we're looking at for the llama server file. This is the way I got it to work. And so when we run this llama-server.exe with basically we're specifying things of how we want it to run. We're actually inputting the model that we want to run with this -m, and then we put in GPT-OSS 20B F16, or it'll be the other name of the model if you download the 8-bit or 4-bit quantization. So that would change if you download the different version. Most of this stuff should work, but can be adjusted. It says adjust threads based on your CPU. My CPU supports 16 threads, and then the N GPU layers for GPU performance. Here it's saying GPU layers 100. I think this is trying to say that the GPU, the maximum GPU amount should be used. And then finally, our port number 8000 here is dealing with our next step when we open the window. Okay, trying to make this as easy as possible. Finally, step number 4, where we're going to actually get an interface. We're going to get to use GPT-OSS, and I'm going to go ahead and show that running on my system here. So you open your web browser, Chrome, Firefox, Edge, whatever's your preferred, and then you're going to type in this as your website address. So you can use I think it's 127.0.0.1, or also known as localhost. You can type in localhost colon 8000. This is the port number that we just specified. That will make sure that we access the correct port to get to our local server that's running on our computer. So that's what we just had running there. If everything worked, your interface will appear and it's ready for use. And now I can go ahead and show that here in the presentation. There it is. Let's see if I can hide this other window out. Okay, so now you're looking at llama.cpp. This is the interface that comes up. Pretty nice, actually. You have your conversations and stuff. So we see here that it's specifying the model is there. We can change the color themes here. This is kind of new to me. There's some updates they did. Quite nice. Many different things there. There's an auto, there's a light. I think I'm looking for something like this is like a dark mode. They call it business, I think. So now I tested this and I can actually attach a text file in here and the AI will see that, which is wonderful. You can ask it about it. Please read the text file and explain it to me, etc. But we're going to go ahead and type in something, you know, please explain Bitcoin to me. All right, so you can see here the speed of the model, and it's being actually shown here really nice because it's formatting it as it generates. You can see the speed of it running on my RTX 4090. You can actually see that there is a thinking process that's very subtle here. It's labeled as thought process. So this is really nice because we don't need that whole interface thing that I was working on. But when you expand that, you can see the thinking. We need to explain Bitcoin. The user's asking for an explanation, and then it proceeds. We see it nicely formatted. We see that it's very intelligent, cohesive, coherent is the word I was actually looking for. And then I can ask, what was the request that I just asked you? And we should see in the history, you asked me to explain Bitcoin to you, which of course is referencing earlier in the conversation when I did. We have a copy button. We have an edit message here. This is kind of interesting and curious. So I want to actually edit this message and say, please explain internal combustion engines to me, kind of just swapping it out. And of course, now all of a sudden we go back in time and we get a completely different request in line here. So that's a really nice modern thing we could do. Internal combustion engines take fuel and air and it ignites in the cylinder. Exactly perfect. Let's do a new conversation here, and we're gonna do, please tell me 2 times 1 all the way up to 2 times 10. So here's a little bit of math. Yeah, very nice. And so we see that beautifully done. And then we're gonna go ahead and go back to our other conversation here. So we're having a ChatGPT like experience. This is all local on our hardware. What are these typically used for? Just to reference the conversation, like these, what are these? Obviously, it should be internal combustion engines, and it does. Internal combustion engines are everywhere you need portable high power source. So that's it. I'll cut it short here. Thank you very much. I hope this is helpful to you. This is truly the open source day. Actually, it was yesterday, but today we're trying to provide something for everyone to get on board, anyone who's interested in it. And I hope that this is as good as I think that it is. for everyone. And there's probably some little variations on the llama.cpp and how to run it and things like this. It's just the way that I got it working, and I thought it was useful and simple. So make sure you comment in there if you just like what you see, if you're appreciating my content. It would be great if you can rate the video. Um, and subscribe to me if you're not. Most of the time, most people who come into the videos do not subscribe. They're not subscribers, and most of the time they just don't realize it, or they accidentally removed it, or YouTube did something. So appreciate you checking that. Make sure that you are subscribed, and we're growing the channel. We're getting to 1,000 viewers on YouTube. And we're going strong on X, where I post every day about AI news and awesome, cool stuff. A lot of stuff happening with image gen, video gen, new Grok stuff. Cloud stuff's coming. We have a new OpenAI. There's a live stream happening tomorrow that is referencing ChatGPT 5. So this is all just getting in today, the day before, so that we can address this and work on this today. And then tomorrow we're going to be excited about something brand new, which is the wonder of AI. Catch you next time.